In this CodeKit tutorial, I'm going to show you step by step how to use a potentiometer as an input to control the position of a servo. This is going to be a really simple Arduino block coding project. Let's start with a blank CodeKit project, and to wire this up, all you'll need to do is connect 5 volts and ground to the servo, the signal pin to pin number 8 on your board, and then for the potentiometer, 5 volts and ground on the outside pins, and then connect the inside pin to analog 0. So the first thing I want to do is to show you the kinds of values we get from the potentiometer. We can start off with a simple serial monitor thing. We're going to graph this. We'll use a start serial block, and then we can send the value of the potentiometer. We'll do it every 100 milliseconds. You can see that delay block's under control, and we got our servo blocks for messaging. We can grab the potentiometer value from the sensors, and we can grab that value as a percentage from analog 0. The last thing I'm going to do is change the delay from 1000 milliseconds to 100, which means we'll print 10 times a second, and then we can just upload this code to our board. I'm using CodeKit Pro, so I can do that in one click, but if you're if you're just getting started on the web, you can use this copy button, copy it to your clipboard and upload in the Arduino IDE. Now that code's been uploaded, I'm going to go to the serial monitor where we can view what's going on here. And you'll see that I've got some values coming in here, but I can also switch to graph view. And this is on CodeKit Pro, but again, if you've got the Arduino IDE, you can just view the serial monitor there. You don't necessarily have to do this step, but I just wanted to show you that as I'm turning this, you can see our value drops. And on the left-hand side, you can see we have the values are mapping between 0 and 100. And these values are going to be what we control the servo with. Okay, so I'm going to unlink. Actually, we can leave it linked, and I'm going to head back to our draft that we have here. So now we want to control the servo motor since we are able to get the value from the potentiometer. Let's go under motion and let's attach our servo on pin number 8, which was where we've wired this up. Next, we need to go under motion and set the servo position. Now, I'm just going to set this to map between 0 and 180 degrees. And what we can do here is use a math block and this map mode. So what this allows us to do is take in a value, and I'm just going to hide this for a second. It allows us to take in a specific value, in this case, the potentiometer value. So we're going to map the potentiometer value, and it has values from 0 to 100, which is our percentage. And we want to map it from 0 to 180 degrees for the servo position. So that means the value of 0 from the potentiometer is going to map to 0 on the servo, and then a value of 100 is going to map to 180 degrees. So now I can upload this new code to the board, and it'll take just a second. So let's now take a look at what our code has done in action. I've got the potentiometer over here, and you can see that as I'm turning it, the servo is turning to match the value that we set up in our code. And if you want this to be a little more responsive, you can reduce the delay. And I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. If you'd like to see more like it, make sure to subscribe to our channel.